We'll hear Honorable Mbue. Mbue, continue.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Speaker. Madam Speaker, sorry. Madam Speaker, you see, what we are dealing with here is a major issue. And it is unfortunate, Madam Speaker, when you see members, they don't want to listen and they're already discussing their issues. Madam Speaker, it's unfortunate. We fought corruption from time immemorial. Today we have an opportunity to cast a vote that is going to tell Kenyans on whose side we are. Are we on the side of the people that are making phone calls in the night, Mr. Speaker, or are we on the side of the farmer, of the Kenyan that brought you to this house? Kenyans, watch your member of parliament and how they vote. Those that vote against this bill are people that must go home. 2027 is coming. You will go home if you vote against this bill. Let us vote in support of Kenyans. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Order. 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 Will you take your seats, honorable members? Order. 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 Order, honorable members. Order. Order, order, order. 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 Order, members. Order. Order. Order, honorable members. Order. 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 Order, members. Order. Take your seats, members. Will you take your seats? Order. Order, members. Order. 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 Will you take your seats, members? Order, members. Order, Mshomba. Order. Order. Order, members. Order. Order, members. Order. 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 Order, members. Order. Order, members. Will you take your seats, members? Order. Order, members. Honorable, take your seat, Honorable Senior Counsel. Order, honorable members. Member for Muranga. Member for Githunguri. You are inviting the chair to exclude you from the house if you continue this rowdy behavior. You are supposed to be honorable members, and you carry honor to this house for the people who elected you, not by shouting. Kofi Annan always said, I have a soft voice with a strong, powerful message. What I'm seeing happening, and some members, like member for Githunguri, member for Kisumu West, if you continue this rowdy behavior, women rape for Busia, in fact, I have always operated under an illusion that our female colleagues carry greater levels of decency than the male ones. Today, it appears to be the total opposite. Let's be orderly. You will make your point through your vote and not through how loudly you shout. Your own children out there are watching you live. Your husbands are watching you live. If you continue behaving like that, it is most unfortunate. Otenda Molo, you have 2 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
2 minutes.
Mr. Speaker, I must confess that the Honorable Mithika Linturi is my friend, and because he's my friend, that's why I'm supporting this motion. Mr. Speaker, first of all, should the Cabinet Secretary take responsibility for the motion and the issue at hand? The answer is yes. Why? Because we have it on his own authority that he's supposed to. The document attached, dated March 24th, signed by him, at paragraph 8, page 12 says, the ministry ensures that agricultural produce are of the right quality. It is the ministry. Who is the head of the ministry? The Cabinet Secretary. Mr. Speaker, secondly, should we defeat the motion so that the Agriculture Committee completes its work? The answer is no. Why? A select committee under Article 152 is superior and has a very clear timeline than the Agricultural Committee. It only has 10 days. So all the reasons adduced in defense of the Cabinet Secretary should be adduced to that select committee. If you believe the minister is without culpability, support the motion so that we have that committee, so that it says the minister is not culpable. What we are dealing with is more than criminal responsibility. What we are accusing the minister is what we call culpable maladministration. Someone has to take political responsibility. If we don't go as high as the president, we must go as high as the minister. Mr. Speaker, we speak for the Mira farmers of Meru, for the coffee farmers in Central Region, for the tea farmers and the maize farmers in the Rift Valley region. And that is the club, that is the, that's the area that feeds this whole country. If we as a National Assembly cannot speak for them, who will speak for them? The president could have served us this and sacked the minister. But because he has not, we must stand up to be counted. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Okay. Order, you only donated to 2 members.
Honorable
Go.
Speaker, I beg your indulgence.
I will not indulge you. Can you reply?
Sarah was my second.
I will not indulge you, either forfeit your time or reply.
Honorable Speaker, and Honorable Nabi is my angle. A cast may befell me, Honorable Speaker. Just 1 minute.
Either you reply or you take your seat.
Honorable Speaker, I want to implore to this House again, once again, honorable members, we are people's representatives. We were voted by farmers who cannot even afford a meal, honorable members. Honorable Speaker, my heart goes to those women in the villages who are watching us now on TV, who went to buy fertilizer and turned out to be fertilizer gushi. Honorable members, kindly, it is not about Kenya Kwanza, it is not about Azimio. It is a moral question. We are not targeting the Meru community, honorable members. Members, you would understand, this is not the first scandal that has fallen at the feet of this minister. We had wrong sugar. Honorable Speaker, we had contaminated sugar released for public consumption, for crying out loud. For how long do you want the members of the public to suffer so that as a house we act? Mithika is a minister. They went and imported sugar that was contaminated, that was not good, that was not fit for human consumption. It went to the people. Cancer cases are now very high. There is a close relationship between cancer and contaminated sugar, edible oil. For when are we going to stand for our people, honorable members? I beseech you as your colleague, that let's listen to the suffering of the Kenyan people, of the Kenyan Wamboi, of the Kenyan Wanjeku, who cannot be here to speak. Please, for once, let's listen to them. It is not about parties. It is not, and I insist, it is not. Now, Honorable Speaker, a lot of people were reluctant to append their signatures because members of this House have used that opportunity to go and collect bribes from people.
Order, Honorable Amboka. You are out of order.
I withdraw, Honorable Member.
You are totally out of order.
I withdraw. On that, I withdraw and apologize.
Order. Order, honorable members. Order. Order. Honorable Amboka. Order, honorable members. Order, Sirma. Don't get carried away. Order. Don't get carried away and cast aspersions against your colleagues. Just stick to your motion.
I withdraw, honorable members. I withdraw and apologize
to the House.
I withdraw and apologize. Thank you. And the honorable members, I beg to reply. Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Order, honorable members. Order. Order, honorable members. Before I put the question, order. Before I put the question, you know, this is a motion that has constitutional guidance as to the threshold of the vote. So once I put the question, we'll not have a voice vote. We'll proceed to ring the bell, and I direct that the bell will ring for 5 minutes. Once we close the ringing, we draw the bars, and I did direct you earlier on that we must save the House's time by voting electronically. I hope you have your gadgets working. Order, honorable members. Now I'll put the question, and you have your order paper. I will not read the particularized charges. I'll only read the main charges. That pursuant to the provisions of Article 152(6) of the Constitution and Standing Order 64(1)A and 66, this House resolves that the President dismisses the Honorable Franklin Mithika Linturi from the office of Cabinet Secretary for the Minister of Agriculture and Livestock Development on the following grounds. Order. Order. 1, gross violation of the Constitution. Gross violation of Article 46 of the Constitution. Gross violation of Article 73 of the Constitution. Gross violation of Article 201 of the Constitution. Gross violation of Article 232 of the Constitution. Serious reasons for believing that the Cabinet Secretary has committed a crime under national law. A, serious reasons for believing the Cabinet Secretary has committed a crime under sections 100 and 101 of the Penal Code, Cap 63. Serious reasons for believing the Cabinet Secretary has committed a crime under sections 353 and 355 of the Penal Code, Cap 63. Gross misconduct, which is that The minister has failed to exercise public trust in the best interest of the people of Kenya, and this amounts to gross misconduct, contrary to Section 8 of the Leadership and Integrity Act, Cap 185C, has failed in the performance of his duties to the best of his ability to carry out the duties of the office efficiently and honestly, and to carry out the duties in a transparent and accountable manner, and this amounts to gross misconduct under Section 10A and B of the Leadership and Integrity Act, Cap 185C, has failed to demonstrate professionalism in carrying out duties of the office in a manner that maintains public confidence in the integrity of the office, and this amounts to gross misconduct contrary to Section 11A of the Leadership and Integrity Act, Cap 185C, misled the public by submitting false information to the Departmental Committee of the National Assembly that GPC diatomaceous was distributed as a soil conditioner and not as a fertilizer, and this amounts to gross misconduct contrary to Section 29 of the Leadership and Integrity Act, Cap 185C. Will you now, Sergeant, ring the bell for 5 minutes?
The Speaker of the National Assembly, Honorable Dr. Moses Wetangula, currently presiding over the business of the House, where the House was just a few minutes ago considering the special motion brought to the House by Honorable Member for Bumula, Honorable Jack Wamboka. The special motion pertains the dismissal of Honorable Mithika Linturi as a Cabinet Secretary for Agriculture, Livestock and Development. And the Speaker has just directed the Sergeant at Arms to ring the quorum bell for 5 minutes, after which members will be voting in regards to whether the House will be forming a special select committee to consider the matter.
Clerk to test the gadgets for electronic voting. After they confirm that we're okay with that, then you'll be advised to log in. Can we now have the bars drawn? Any member who is out once you draw the bar will not be allowed in. Doors locked. Excellent. Clerk, are the gadgets working? Maintain your silence for 1 minute as they test the gadgets. Okay, members, log in. Members, log in.
Rachel, check there. Check there.
Oh, Donna Kipagendi, what are you doing in the aisle? Take your seat, I'll give you an opportunity. Members. Okay, now that was a trial run. Now remove your cards. Log in. There are 3 votes, yes, no, and abstention. Members, you may now proceed to vote. Hold on. Order, honorable members, can you pull your gadgets again? When you log in, you hold for 60 seconds. Then the equipment will be automatically activated for you to vote. So once you log in, you wait to be told to vote. Okay, log in now. Okay, you can now vote. No? Not yet. Is it malfunctioning? Eh? Order, honorable members. Order, honorable members. What appears to be happening is when I'm instructing the House to log in, some of you are taking inordinately long to do so. So by the time the 6 seconds are over, some of you start logging in again. Let's synchronize our conduct now. Take out your cards. Take out your cards. Log in. Okay. And remain silent. Don't vote until you are told to do so. Be patient with the system. It's going to work. Vote now. Order. Member for Busia. I don't know what has been exciting you the whole day. There is no provision in the standing orders for you to clap or to jump or to shout. Any member whose vote is not recorded, and we have the capacity to know, I'll give you an opportunity to register your vote with the clerks. After auditing, how you have voted. Order. Order, member for Nandi County. It is out of order to take pictures in the chamber. Order. Yes. Order, honorable members, order. It doesn't matter. Take your seat. Order, honorable members. Order. Order, honorable members. I know there could be members whose gadget may have malfunctioned. This is a vote that has a critical threshold. Once we have reached the threshold, it matters not whether you voted or not, because that's what it is. Now, the results of the electronic voting is as follows. Order, Honorable Mbadi, you are lucky the bars are drawn. You would have walked out. The results of the vote are as follows. Ayes 149. Order, the noes 36. Abstentions 3. The threshold required to carry the vote is 117. So the vote is carried. The ayes have it. Order. Take your seats. Order. Order. Order, honorable members. Honorable members, I have a short communication. Following the resolution of the special motion, order. Order, honorable members. Following the resolution of the special motion under order number 13 relating the removal of Honorable Franklin Mithika Linturi from the office of the Cabinet Secretary for Agriculture and Livestock Development pursuant to Article 152(6) of the Constitution, I wish to guide the House on the next process as envisaged in the Constitution and our standing orders. Honorable members, Article 152(7) of the Constitution requires that, and I quote, if a motion under Clause 6 is supported by at least 1/3 of the members of the National Assembly, the Assembly shall appoint a select committee comprising 11 of its members to investigate the matter, and the select committee shall within 10 days report to the Assembly whether it finds the allegations against the Cabinet Secretary to be substantiated. As you can see, honorable members, the Constitution is unequivocal in the procedure to be followed after a decision is made by the House at each stage of the process. The next step to be taken, therefore, is the appointment of members to a select committee to investigate the matter. Honorable members, in this regard, I hereby direct that the parliamentary parties in the House expeditiously nominate members to serve in the select committee and submit the names to the office of the Speaker for onward transmission to the Committee on Selection. Thereafter, the Committee on Selection ought to expedite its consideration of the names and bring the relevant motion to the House for approval so as to commence consideration of this matter. For clarity, and in line with the communication issued on Wednesday, 25th October 2023, relating to the leadership in the House, membership to the Select Committee will be distributed as follows. The Majority Party, 6. The Minority Party, 4. Jubilee Party, 1. In nominating the members, parties are to ensure that the nominees to the committee reflect the diversity of the House, including regional and gender considerations. I hasten to remind the House that the process envisaged under Article 152(7) is quasi-judicial in nature. The process is an important component of the accountability and oversight frameworks provided in the Constitution and requires not only diligence and conscientious, but also greater thresholds of impartiality, fairness, integrity, and independence in the performance of this function. Order. In conclusion, honorable members, it should be noted, as stated above, that the Constitution requires the Select Committee to conduct investigations and report back within 10 days. In this regard, the parties should provide to me the names of their nominees not later than today, Thursday, 2nd May 2024, and to be precise, I need those names before 1:45. Thereafter, the House will sit to consider the nominees with the Select Committee during the afternoon sitting. The committee selected is not the committee of the Speaker or the majority or minority leaders, is the committee of the House. So the names once brought, we will subject them to a vote by the House, and thereafter we'll give further direction to the committee on how they'll conduct the matter. Order. The bars can now be withdrawn. Order clarification. Once the names come to Mr. Speaker, they will not be routed through Selections Committee. That was a mistake in the communication. Once they get to the Speaker, I'll then instruct the clerk to include them in the afternoon order paper, whereafter we'll come, and I'll limit that motion to the majority leader moving, the minority leader seconding, so that we can save time and move to other businesses that are pending. You may now be upstanding. Order. Honorable members. Order, honorable members, it is now 1:13 p.m. The House stands adjourned until this afternoon at 2:30.